Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 184. And in today's episode, it's a little bit of a continuation of 183, where we talked about a vision. But on this one, we're going to talk about having a roadmap for a safety culture change out there. So in the vision, we talked about where do you see yourself and the safety department in your organization. The roadmap is literally we're going to sit down, do everything we can to actually spell out every stage that we need to do, and how do we get from point A to point B. Some things are pretty darn easy. We change a couple of procedures, maybe we implement some training. Other ones are going to take more time and more effort, kind of depending upon the culture. And if you have a really good culture, you can do a change rapidly, probably about 3 years. But if you have a culture that really needs some work on them, it's probably about a 3 to 5 year um, project out there. So there's going to be some setbacks, of course, and some of it is going to be either from the previous person to you, or it could have been the management style and a series of factors. Perhaps the employees have heard every couple of months how there's a brand new program out or this or that, and we're going to change. So some employees are a little hesitant also because maybe they've seen this over the last couple of years. Um, and they're really kind of a little hesitant, like, oh, so now we're going to change the procedure a fifth time then to do the same thing that we're doing now. So one of the big things, of course, is to sit down and make sure people understand why. Roadmap is for you. The roadmap is to help spell things out. You still have to do the why. People have to understand why out there. So, and sometimes that's hard because people have different motivations. I think people want to do the right thing. I don't think anybody wants to get hurt. I think people want to help the company. They want to be part of this, but like a piece of a puzzle, they're trying to figure out where they fit in on here. Some people, it's really easy. If you're part of operations, it's a direct impact. If you're part of the HR process, or maybe you're part of the purchasing process, you may not see your direct impact out there. Um, but that means that you have to tailor your message depending on who you're talking to. You're not saying that anybody is more or less important, but everybody has a different piece of the puzzle, a different role to play in this whole thing then. So having the roadmap helps you. Well, first off, it helps you to like literally spell out how do we get from point A to point B. And even when you get to point B, that doesn't mean that you're done. There's always going to be some things to work on. And where does everybody fit in on this whole thing in the grand scheme of things then? So that is it for 184. Create a roadmap. And of course, there is no right or wrong answer out there. It depends on your culture, what you have in place right now. And there will be setbacks. As in any road trip that we take, there could be a couple of wrong turns out there. So could be a little construction ahead. Things go slow at times. Um, but the big thing is you have the roadmap out there. People know here's everything that we're working on. Here's the different steps. So almost think about like a subcategory even, and here's how we're going to end up then. So 184 is complete. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Thank you and have a safe day.